here.
Ireland. Where do we start our new series on relaxing, memorable adventures for adults only and multi-generational family vacations in Ireland? Ireland, truly a feast for the eyes, such as the natural beauty of its rolling hills, tranquil streams, the Giant's Causeway, and its spectacularly rugged coast. And man-made beauties, such as castles galore. Ireland, truly a feast for artistic entertainment and for the ears, such as the soulful sounds of its folklore contrasted with modern entertainers.
Ready? I be true to my love is true to me.
Tolgui aniri, Scott the fool, heartable, traveler, walking some
Ireland, truly a feast for the palate, whether at a countryside pub, city restaurant, or a landmark beverage establishment. Ireland, with all of this, there is one which we believe stands out above all. Words, any words, fail to do justice in describing the Cliffs of Moher. Welcome to Nancy and Dan Travel. I'm Dan. Nancy and I are passionate about relaxing, memorable vacations for adults and multi-generational families. We publish videos weekly, primarily on adult vacations to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and on cruises. As you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us on another of our travel adventures. Just where are the Cliffs of Moher? Right here, on the west coast of Ireland in County Clare. By car or bus, it is located approximately 4-hour drive from Dublin on the east coast of Ireland, 2.5-hour drive from Cork to the south, 90 minutes from Galway to the north. The Cliffs of Moher runs nearly 5 miles along the western coast of Ireland, rising to just short of 700 feet from the Atlantic Ocean. This is a very popular attraction with tourists and tour groups. If you want to spend time with fewer people around you, we suggest you go first thing in the morning when it opens or later in the afternoon. From the parking lot, you can proceed into the visitor center on your right before going out to view the cliffs. However, if it is not raining, when you arrive, we suggest you proceed directly to the cliffs and leave the visitor center for later because the weather is constantly changing. Now that we have been here for ourselves, we agree with Sam, our bus driver and tour guide, that the most spectacular views are towards the right from the pathway leading from the parking lot. 800 meters or approximately 2,400 feet of paved, safe pathways are provided. During our visit, we experienced very high winds and wind gusts. We were told this was not uncommon even on sunny days. After all, as we were reminded, that's the Atlantic Ocean right out there. So do be careful to keep your balance and your hat and even your camera if it is a windy and blustery day when you visit. We're going to leave the sound on so you can hear just how windy it was during our visit. Breathtaking, isn't it? This is one video we strongly recommend watching or re-watching on your television to experience the most spectacular views, especially if you are subscribed to our channel and happen to be viewing this video on your smartphone and tablet. According to the Cliffs of Moher website, the cliffs were formed over 320 million years ago. They form part of the Burn and Cliffs of Moher UNESCO Global Geopark. We are now reaching O'Brien's Tower area, which does provide the optimum view of the Cliffs of Moher. This area is the high point of the cliffs. While we did not, you can pay an additional fee to walk up to the top of the tower. The guard inside the tower lets a few people in at a time for crowd control. Having completed our descent from the right side of this truly wonder of nature, we walked up a portion of the left-hand side to see the Cliffs of Moher from this vantage point. It started to rain, so we walked back to the visitor center to get out of the rain and check it out. In addition to having lavatories, a restaurant, and a gift shop, the visitor center was full of numerous photographs and information on the cliffs. There were pictures of just a few of the wildlife which live on the cliffs. The Cliffs of Moher are in a special protection area for birds and wildlife. We are told that there are 30,000 pairs of seabirds who nest in the cliffs during breeding season. As we end our visit to the Cliffs of Moher, we want to share with you a couple more series of pictures of their breathtaking beauty and grandeur. We cannot recommend enough making the Cliffs of Moher a must-see on your relaxing, memorable Ireland adventure. If we can help make your dreams of visiting Ireland a reality, our email address and our website with an inquiry form are available for you to reach out to us.
Nancy and I hope you enjoyed this video. Here are 2 more videos of our travel adventures to watch. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And lastly, my email is in the description below. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.